is what I'm doing and the journey that I'm on now. So that's the
Yeah.
difference between having emotion,
Yeah.
right, and having progression. What are your results saying? Do you have stuff to show for it? What are your accolades? Don't be praised by the accolades, but what are your accolades saying?
It's
Right?
kind of like it's kind of like what you're saying. It's like people that be jogging in place.
Yeah.
Like
It's like you
move,
jogging in place.
you
You look
moving
like
a
you got
lot.
motion.
You're moving a lot, but you're really not moving at all. You're moving a lot, but you're really not moving at all. And I think that's really been my theme for just this second quarter, bro. Like really making efficient moves and really making real moves that actually turn the needle. Like let's not keep doing stuff that just, okay, yeah, we look good. No, I want to do stuff that actually moves the needle for my last name, right? Moves the needle for my last name. That's what I'm on. And that's why I think that's what Key's talking about. Like, bro, everybody that's posting, like, I had an epiphany like a couple weeks ago. I said, if social media went away,
Well, social
you,
media went away,
if it went
boy.
away, you will really see who was really cut like that or who was really just doing this for, a good following or social media, like
That's
who is
why I
really
don't
out here in the
post.
field, who's really out here building, who's really getting them homes locked in, who's really learning this stuff with these stocks, bro, who's really putting it together, who's really okay, really treating people the right way. Like them is the people, like that's what moves the needle, and that's what really don't be seen, right? And I feel like one of my biggest couple months or biggest years that really changed my life was the pandemic. The pandemic, I was in a coffee and tea business, and you had to sell coffee and tea through network marketing. You got to reach out to people, you got to talk to people. What I did was I wasn't even on social media. So people are like, how were you able to sell? Bro, we had a six-figure business in the middle of a pandemic and I wasn't on social media. How was you able to do that? That let me know you can really build this thing without social media. Social
Oh
media is supposed to
yeah.
be a plus. That's supposed to be like the gravy. Nah, like you really supposed to still be out there in the field, shaking hands, saying what's up to people. Hey, this what I got going on. This how we can partner. This what we can do together. Social media just enhances who you really are. If you an asshole, right? And it's the same with money. If you an asshole and all you do is want
Hmm.
likes and comments on your shit, that's really who you is at the core. Social media
That's
gonna
the core.
amplify that shit. But if you a
Hmm.
good dude, you really be reaching out, you really be collabing, you can see it. You're gonna be seeing people comment on other people's stuff. You're gonna be seeing people like other people posts. You're gonna be seeing people, hey, this my boy, look at his page, follow his page. That's really who you are at the heart, bro. So I feel like social media and money, bro, because money do the same thing. I know a lot of lame people with money right now, bro.
Bro, I know a lot of lame people with money, bro. And that's what's also messing up the game. Not even just on that, but on relationships too. Because,
Yeah.
bro, you got these simps out here that just be
Come on.
here, you know what
Come
I'm
on.
saying? And ain't got no game, no substance,
No
no
game.
anything. And that's what messing up and female feeling entitlement. You got to send me a cash app before you come talk to me, or you got to do this in order to mess with me. And
Yeah.
that was a big thing because that was on Blackout last night.
Yep. They was talking
They was
about it. Yep.
cooking. They
They
was
was cooking.
cooking. Well, but
They was cooking. They was cooking. Nah, but yeah, let's get into it, man. We ain't gonna be in here too long. How everybody feeling though? How we doing? Ted, what's up? J. Cole, what's up?
Yo,
How
what's
everybody
going on,
doing?
family?
chilling, man.
Everybody building. Hey, J. Cole, tell everybody, man, you didn't get to tell everybody he was just in St. Lucia.
Yes, sir, man. It's beautiful, man. It's like it's a Caribbean, but it feels kind of like a Pacific island because it's a lot of mountains. They got an active volcano. I mean, everything grow out there, bro. Like all types of fruits, vegetables. Like we was on this bus. The bus driver pulled over middle of the road. We like, damn, what you doing? He like, oh, I just wanted to pick some fresh cinnamon. I'm like, damn, they got everything out here.
Some fresh what?
Cinnamon. He picked some cinnamon off the tree.
Damn.
Yeah. Um, Bananas, plantains, everything. Like, it's a nice place, man. I should check it out. I ain't gonna lie, it's beautiful.
St. Lucia for the rich folk though.
You know, once you get there, though, I mean, so a lot of the tourists, yeah, but their currency is like mm, less than like half the value of ours though. So like
Mm,
if you go to like local things, it'll be like something will be like $5, but for our money it'll be like 199. You know what I mean?
mm.
If you go to a lot of their local stuff, like because the people like the real locals really don't have no money. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, they broke. Okay.
Yeah, like their currency is just is ours is basically double the value and some. So yeah, if you in touristy attractions, yeah, it can get a little pricey, but it can also be affordable depending on where you're going. Like you go to local restaurants or something like that.
Cool. Cool. Okay. Okay. How everybody else doing? Malcolm, what's up, man?
What's
Ted, you say
happening?
you
What's
doing good.
happening?
What's
How you
up?
feeling?
Man, it was y'all B-Day last week, man. I had a B-Day
Yeah,
week.
Yeah, that's tough.
it was a good week. Good
What
week.
y'all end up doing?
It was pretty quiet. My wife got invited to the Hawks game.
Okay.
What last Monday? Last Monday.
She didn't go on the ATL stripper night, did she? She didn't do
Oh
that.
no 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 no
Okay,
no no.
okay.
That was who they played? They played Orlando that night.
Okay. I know
Yeah.
you saw that, right?
Oh, I
They was
did.
trying to do
I
that.
did.
That was crazy.
Yeah, one of my homeboys went.
Oh my God.
Yeah. He said it was loose.
Bro, stripper night at an NBA game.
Wow.
Strippers. Like what?
Wow.
Come on, bro. It's
Yeah,
kids
Magic
at the
City
game.
night. That's where they
Magic
like
City
yeah,
night.
they scheduled it the night they played Orlando. They played the Magic.
Wow. Wow. Who is in charge of the market?
Right.
Only Atlanta, boy.
Right.
Only
Right.
Atlanta. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. So, man, how y'all feeling about this market, man? Talk to me, man. We didn't talk last week because everybody's birthday. What's up? How we feeling?
Still feels a little uncertain for sure.
Uncertain? Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. How everybody else feeling?
I'm in a great
Same.
spot. Honest,
You said
I
what?
feel like I'm in a great spot to be honest. I feel like I've been patient. It's
Dope.
Cool.
been paying off. I just been waiting till that market or SPX came down to them low levels, and I struck there,
Hey,
waiting for some leaks.
KB been cooking, man.
Sure.
KB,
Man,
hey, it be every other day. I'll be saying, hey, staying patient, market paying off. Like it be, I'm like, okay, he really
I
executing.
just need a little memory play now. Then I'll be cool. I want that Microsoft leaving a memory play.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Microsoft would be incredible.
Microsoft would be incredible. We're gonna talk about Microsoft too and software here in a second. What's up with Tev Keys? How y'all feeling about the market? What's up?
I'm looking at
Nah,
Walmart right now.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm seeing
uh,
Walmart is
Tev
doing.
been talking about Walmart though.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Walmart. Well, I feel like Walmart is gonna explode. It's probably
yeah,
gonna
they been
reject.
down, ain't they?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
was
It's
for
been
a minute.
consolidating around like 121.
Hmm.
Then it got past like that 123 mark, right? So I'm definitely waiting for Walmart to explode. They have all the good, qualities as a company. Their cash flow to debt ratio is good. They
Yeah,
give out dividends. They're diverse between all like sectors and industries,
yeah,
right? They're competitive when you can't even use Apple Pay, right? So when we're looking at all of these metrics, they're I could see them performing like a Costco down the line, like being
Hmm.
$1,000 a share, right?
Yeah,
mm,
Like
Wow.
that's how I just look at Walmart. Walmart is really one of those sleepers. And to add
yeah.
symbiotic to
yeah.
the threshold, right? Now you're adding AI robotics. So I've been really on Walmart. I see Netflix doing this thing. I think it touched that gap on the downside and now it's looking to just skyrocket. So
They
Walmart,
got earnings
Netflix,
coming up too,
Yep.
don't
yeah,
they?
and United
And
Healthcare too.
matter of
United
fact, I
Healthcare.
want to play their earnings because isn't this the after the Christmas season and all they stuff, all they shows released on this last quarter, wasn't it? If I'm not mistaken. This when all the shows and people normally turn their Netflix back on towards the end of the year. So this reports their last quarter, right? From December, from January till now, right? Or
Yep.
like
Yeah.
December, end of
Everybody from
January.
January to March is about to
January to March.
report. Yep.
Yeah, so their earnings should be good around now. A lot of their shows came back online and start releasing again.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I
yeah,
know Lincoln Lawyer, I turned my Netflix back on for Lincoln Lawyer. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling you a real life example. Because
yeah.
remember,
So
I
yeah,
turned it off, but right before it dropped.
so
So
yeah,
I was the example then.
Netflix report next Thursday. Taiwan Semiconductor report next Thursday.
Ooh,
ASML report next Wednesday. Bank of America.
shitty.
So next week is Bank Week. JP Morgan, they report on Tuesday. Goldman Sachs report on Monday. We ain't talked about Goldman Sachs in a minute.
It's been a
I might
minute.
be I might want to put a play on them, man. Just
What are
some
they at right
solid.
now? Because they was up at
That
high
They
low.
fell
eights,
to they fell to like the 700, 800s for a little minute. Let me see what they at today though. Since
but
everything,
that might be good though
I think they
because they was
finished
up
like
at
low 800.
oh
they
wow,
climbed back up.
they just climbed back up. They just crossed over 900 today.
See, bro, that was a major play because they was down to like 700s.
Yep, 780.
Mm.
780. ASML. What was another one? That was a big play. Meta. I'm so mad we missed
Oh,
on
I'm
Meta,
shitty
bro.
about Meta,
Oh my
bro. We
God,
should have
bro.
knew better, bro. Meta at 560 was a fucking steal, but they had that lawsuit, bro. That
They
shook it.
had that
One
loss.
thing,
Yeah.
one thing about it, bro, is we gotta stop getting shaky. Like I feel like we know so much of the information, we scare ourselves out of it.
Mm.
Like we scare ourselves out of plays, like
Well,
for no reason.
well, with this one, I don't know if we scared because you are right. We be doing that a lot,
N-
but this one, I think just these past 2 weeks, I don't think no one was confident in making no plays. Like just with the war with Iran, I don't think a lot of people, because a lot of people I've talked to, they said they still been
Yeah,
on the sidelines. Even Wall Street Trapper
Yeah, I
said
know.
yesterday, he said, "Yo,
yeah. I
they've
got a
been sitting on the
hot,
sidelines."
yeah.
Yeah, I know. At one point, Trap only had like 3 plays.
3 plays. He was like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, I'm sitting on cash. Like, I don't think a lot of people was confident in making
Mm-hmm.
plays, but like Key said a while ago, when everybody's scared, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is another thing. There we go. We say this all the time. But nigga, we get once it get all the way ugly, we get scared. Like nigga, we know this shit rigged to go up. Why are we getting scared? But
Yeah.
we get scared, like, oh, this market, we don't know that. Bro, we know he can't drive this thing to the main, or he gonna get his head cut from above.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I
You know,
mean?
the thing is, we was just waiting for perfect levels. That's the
Perfect
thing.
levels.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
know, and now
Yeah.
if we buy anything when SPY's at like we did at 6,300,
Yeah.
that's a great buy. I'd rather buy down there than 6,500.
But I think,
You
like
know,
you
that's
said,
why I was
KB,
waiting.
I think, like you said, KB too, and I said this a while ago, but I really ain't said it out loud for real. I think the market makers are watching how retail trades. And the
Mm.
reason why I say
Mm.
that is because if you go look at AVGO, and I'm about to show you in a second, all of these plays, even SPX, all of these plays are really
Hey,
close to their 400-day MA.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knows, okay, when they get to their 400-day, we're going to get in. Why does everything turn around right before it gets to this 400 MA? AVGO did it. SPX did it. Meta did it. All of these stocks right before they 400 day, right before, okay, we in extreme fear. We probably gonna get another sell off again. Then we probably gonna buy. That day before is when it all go back to the upside, bro. And you done damn near missed the run. Like SPY was up what, $20 the other night, yesterday? So if you missed getting into play on Tuesday, or yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday before he announced the ceasefire, you done missed on 200 points of gains. Yes, yeah, we can get back in today, but that 200 points that we missed out on,
that was a
damn,
that's a come on
that's a
now.
lot. You feel
Like
me?
seeing certain stocks down, bro. At one point, I'm looking at one of my MUs, bro, was down like 75, bro. Went positive today.
75%?
Bro.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. I held because I
Nah,
got reached
that's
on them, but
cool.
that's showing that goes to show you like, damn, I should have doubled up. My
Yeah,
GEV kept, bro, it kept bouncing back and forth. And I was
yeah,
like, bro, it was down like 50%,
yeah.
55%. You know what I mean? And then shit, it got down like it was down 55%, bro. Went positive, went up 45%. And now it's down there like 80%. I had sold it at 50 because I was like, I ain't gonna let it go back down. I look back at it today, that mug was up another 4 G's. I was like,
Mm.
are you serious? The
Yeah,
time that
KB.
I decide, the time that I decide to sell, it want to keep pushing. Like,
Like clockwork.
but my
Every
con
time.
but my contract was due up on the 17th, so I was like,
Yeah, mine
Mm.
too. Yep.
you know what I mean? So it was like, bro, what? It got down, and then I was like, bro, no way.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you. But yeah, it's like clockwork. Every time we sell it, go up. Every time we hold it, go back down. But we
Hmm.
just gotta keep playing the game though.
Mm.
Like he said, Malcolm said, we gotta keep playing the game. Gotta
Mhm.
keep I feel like, but honestly, bro, I feel like we haven't been messing up as much like we used
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
to.
we
I don't
actually
feel like
been
we have,
straight,
bro.
bro.
Okay.
We been really straight, bro. To be
Okay.
honest, we've been disciplined. It's
Yes,
For
we have.
just
sure.
we look back at ourselves, but
Yeah.
we've been doing great as far as the discipline aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But when we see and we know the setup, like it dropped. Like for example, you said market makers. All right, now they understand. We got to understand the market makers know that there is AI trading and all that stuff
Yes.
now.
Come
So
on
they're
now.
not going to let it get like for example, it normally got a 10 to 14%. So normally everybody's expecting that 12.
Yep.
No, they turned it around at 9.8,
9.8.
75.
Exactly.
You know
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
what I'm saying?
No,
So
exactly. You're right. You're right.
so
You're right.
this is verifying we've been patient, but okay, you guys, we got to take advantage of the volatility too. So we got to put that extra Trump glasses on top of our technicals, on top of our levels, on top of
Yeah.
our knowing. We got to say, okay, last step is Trump glasses, right? These are
Mm.
special glasses.
Hold on. I'm writing that down, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Trump glasses. Okay, Trump bullshit. Trump gonna talk his shit all day long, but one thing he not gonna do is fuck his name up. Excuse my language. One thing he not gonna do is Trump's not gonna mess his game up. So once you put them Trump glasses on, okay, Trump's gonna talk his stuff. He's gonna drive the market down for his friends to let him buy it up, right? This is Project 2025. New World Order. We've been knowing about this. The Simpsons don't lie. If you went to go watch Night Agent, you guys, this was in Night Agent.
Mm.
Night Agent's been out, you guys. No bull. If you go and watch Night Agent, season 3, you will see that the Iran war, the bombings for no reason come out. The
Yeah.
crazy CIA kidnap, talking about a lot of stuff. 2
Yeah.
regimes getting put in to a T.
Yeah.
So this Trump, he's not just going to let the market fall and not bring it back up. He gonna let
Yeah.
it fall, most definitely. But he
Yeah.
not gonna let his money mess up. So we
Yeah.
gotta put our Trump glasses on to say, all right, if he ain't gonna let it fall,
I
we
agree
just
with
need
you.
to play the game with him.
I agree with you. And another reason why I think another reason, I'm just thinking about all the reasonings of why we don't execute. I think it'd be too much chatter. And I'm not throwing no shade on anyone.
Yeah,
Not throwing no shade on anyone. But we watch Market Mondays on Monday. We
yeah.
watch Market Tuesday on Tuesdays. We watch Blackout on Wednesdays. We see in Twitter. We see in Instagram. We see in CNBC. And then Trump says, I got an announcement. This is a lot of information that
Yeah,
is
it is.
circulating every single week of our life, bro. Every single week of our life. And so what Keys just said about the Trump glasses, when you really want to be honest, I'm thinking about all the levers of what makes sense. With him in office, the Trump glasses is really the only thing that makes sense with this.
Mm-hmm.
The technicals don't make sense. The fundamentals don't make sense. We in debt, so why are stocks going up? Inflation going crazy. Why are people getting rich? Okay, people ain't even been able to buy homes. Why are people still making a killing off of real estate? That's another thing I did this week. I did some more research. I've
Mhm.
been thinking this whole time that the real estate industry has been dying or dead. No, there's still people that are
Not at
inside
all.
space that are killing it,
Oh,
bro.
bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah. They're
the
moving in,
deals are
bro.
yeah.
Now It's development. Go ahead, Ted.
I was just gonna say that the deals that people are looking for, they think that it's gonna be on the MLS and they're not in the MLS. Like
Mm,
one thing I've been doing is like honing in on relationships, right, with realtors,
yeah,
and w- going to the fundamental metrics of things, right? Everybody's looking on media, but who's actually going up to people's houses, knocking on the door? Hey, we're real estate investors. We're interested in this community. We're looking to buy property, and when your property, we're interested in your property, right? Just literally knocking on the door and saying, hey, look, we're real estate investors. We're looking to buy your property.
yeah,
That in itself generates more leads than you hopping on the MLS and looking for houses that probably got sold already, but it just got listed on the market,
yeah,
just for the credibility part, right? So when you hone in on the fundamental things, right, there's deals all in every state, right? There's literally deals in every state, no matter what the market is looking like. If you knock on a door, right, and somebody's in a distressed situation in regards to maybe their significant other had just passed, right?
right,
Or they're sick, or they're looking to relocate so they can really get they can really get something for their buck, right?
right,
Like going to Texas or relocating. So everybody has a reason, but it's about locating the distressed sellers
yeah,
that have a purpose in selling. You get me? You're not gonna
right,
typically find that on the MLS, right? But
yeah.
there's definitely real estate deals everywhere, just how there's deals in the stock market everywhere.
It's so many that I'm seeing, and then Tev just said something important. He said the relationships, bro. I had told somebody I was speaking to the other day. I told them once you learn the formula, it can be applied to anything. And what I mean by that is if you understand treating people the right way, that's a formula that you use in every business,
Hmm.
right? Being a doctor, like if a real entrepreneurs that are really solving problems, you understand that you got to be a doctor. I got to ask you, what's your problems? What are your pressure points? Right? What are you struggling with? Right? Once I got all that data of what you need help with, that's when I come in with the solution. This can go for anyone. This can go for carpenters. This can go for real estate investors. This can go for people that are teaching about stocks. This can go for DJs. This can go for clothing ambassadors, anyone. If you can solve a problem, if you can ask them, what are you struggling with? Yo, it's just not really that much fashion going on. I wish I had the fashion back in the 90s. Okay, cool. I got the data. Now I'm about to supply you with what you need. That's the same thing for real
Mm,
estate, right? That's the same thing
100%.
for I know drag pick on it, same thing for DJing. I know they want this type of feel. I'm peeping. Oh, I'm gonna give them this. Like now, when you can supply the solution for what they need, you always gonna be in business, bro.
There was
And-
one thing too
yeah,
that you mentioned, right? When you talk about exchange and value, like being able to just to bring something to the table,
yeah,
right? When I was driving for dollars with this one specific realtor who's
yeah,
motivated to, close more deals, right? We saw a vacant property that was beat up, right? And, typically people would leave the property, they'll probably go to the courthouse. But so what I showed him just off of my experience driving for dollars, I knocked on the neighbor's door, right? And just basically ask the question, hey, look, just what I said prior, hey, we're real estate investors, we're looking to buy
Mhm.
investment property, we're very involved in this community. Do you happen to know who lives at that property next door? Have you ever seen anybody walk out the house? So just that in itself,
yeah,
because utilizing the community and then just chopping it up, building that relationship, that rapport,
yeah.
just off the simple fact of doing that, they said, wow, investors, well, I don't know about that property, but we're looking to sell because of X,
Mm,
Y, and Z, right?
right.
So I feel as though the face to face and the communication, given, like you said, being a good person, dissecting people like a doctor, not necessarily looking for self benefit, but how can we do this together? How, like, asking the question, how can we do that together is very different from the majority of the population saying that, oh, that's cool, or okay, well, I'll good luck on that. When you're asking, how can we do this, or how
Right.
can I help you? then that is
Yeah.
that is a difference maker right there.
That's the game changer, and that's why I always stress the need to read and learn what's going on, right? Because if you can read, learn what's going on, you're gonna stay ahead of the curve, and that's why one of the videos I'm about to show you in a second, they talk about AI and how it's changing everything. But one of the old videos that I watched, the guy said, "What's gonna change your life is access to people, your skill set." And he said, what's different now? He said, where you live. He said, you have to be geographically in a good position. And he was just breaking it down. The people that are in closer to the super cities, your Houston's, Dallas, Atlanta's, New York Cities, your Los Angeles, your London, right? Your Ghana, Nigeria, the super cities with all the power, you are basically 8 out of 10, you have a better chance of succeeding than someone that is living in these smaller places without the access that you don't have, right?
Hey,
And then what'd you say?
go ahead. Go
And
ahead.
then I'm peeping. I figured out what the issue is with the job market, bro. I figured it out, bro. Yes, they're not hiring, but they're not hiring just anybody anymore. Nah, these jobs are still hiring because I'm calling around and I'm asking a couple people. I'm like, yo, you got a job? Yeah, I finally got one. You know what all of them said on how they got a job in 2026?
My
What do
boy
y'all
put
think they
me on.
said?
My boy
What
put
do
me
you-
on.
My boy put me on.
My
A
boy
relate
put
my
yes, it's all
that
about
100%.
that is
relationships.
the only
100%.
Facts.
way people are getting jobs, and it's making sense.
100%.
I'm
100%.
like, bro, you can submit 1,000 applications.
It's
You're
about who
basic.
you know.
It's about who you know, bro.
I used to tell boys that all the time in college. I'd be like, bro, y'all sitting over here, y'all worried about all these books and getting straight A's in these classes, bro. If you not out here talking to people, shaking hands, like
Mm-hmm.
going to these, being involved in different clubs, your network, your grades only matter for 1 to 2 years. See, I was like a C plus, or I was like a B. I was a B student.
You said
B.
D, you said D or B?
B,
D
D,
as in
B is
what?
in boy. Nigga, I was a
Oh,
Kelly, nigga.
okay, okay. I'm
You
just
get your
checking.
ass put up.
I'm just,
B.
I'm
That's
just
I
funny.
was like a B student, roughly.
okay,
Like, you know,
okay,
but I used to tell people like
yeah.
if you just not going to network and stepping
Mm-hmm.
outside, and it wasn't even about partying. Like I used to tell people, I used to do the case competitions. People be like, "Why are you gonna doing that extra stuff and making your college life hard?" Like people don't
Hmm.
Yeah.
understand those networks from those jobs. I still talk to today. You know,
Mm,
those friends from different countries battling against them in those competitions was fun. You know, having
Mm.
lifetime. That was how I got plugged into China.
Wow.
So it's about who you know. Yes, my boy that
100%.
I competed against in my case competition, that is how I got to China. That
hey,
same homie
And
hey,
taught
it's
me
interesting
Mandarin,
too.
taught me
That's
Chinese,
that's
because he saw
interesting.
my hunger.
Like that, your networking, like that's a skill set in itself because
yep.
usually if you're taking a communication major, right, and you graduate with your degree, they will tell you that you can be a sports analyst or management. You could do um, journalist, right? But communication is literally the barrier in all fields when you think about it,
Yep.
because like if you're able to communicate, like even if we're talking about the stock market, right? um and the financial background, like when you're filling out your brokerage account, you see cash sweep, like these financial, they screen people out, they screen the people who don't have an understanding of the communication barriers, right? Like that's how people are getting screened out. When we talk about like realtors, they're teaching realtors the laws and regulations, but they're not teaching sales. And like we're talking about, when they're not teaching relationships, they're not. Hey, you got to make this person feel comfortable and trustworthy, right? In order to really do business, you got to bring something to the table where you're it's just
You're valuable.
compatibility.
Yeah, you're
Exactly.
valuable.
Yeah,
Hey,
you're
hey, hey,
valuable.
Tev, you
100%.
know one else thing you had said a while ago that they're not talking about no more?
What?
the long-term play, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's the long-term play. Like I think everybody wants to get a deal done today, want to have that relationship today. When in reality, bro, my best relationships is from the people that I've been knowing for 15, 20 plus years.
Mm,
It's not the people that I meet tomorrow. And nah, sometimes you gotta vet them out, right? You ain't no sometimes
mm-hmm.
all the time you gotta vet them out. But not just the relationship, bro. Everything in life, bro. Like if you rushing to get a million, it's gonna feel stressful. You feel me? But if
Yeah,
you putting the right plays, you putting the right businesses together, you making the right relationships, you gonna look up in a year, 2 year, 3 year span, you like, damn, I really just crossed over a million. I can really go get 10.
yeah. And
Long
and
Bro, once you
and
get
adding
that,
on to that, oh, well, you
go
my
ahead.
bad, Keys. Oh, I
Go
was just
ahead.
gonna
Go
say
ahead.
too. I was just gonna say too. It's just like necessarily when we talk about networking too, it's like, yo, we have that relationship, but I want to know your friends as well, because everything, the best referrals word of mouth. And typically, what I've been doing for realtors, I've been connecting realtors to my lenders, because what my lenders have been doing is that they've been not just educating, but bringing that exchange of value. Like, hey, look, this is how we're gonna, give realtors another, introduce them to another source of income. Okay, great. I understand realtors that they're getting taught only the regulations, the rules and regulations of things. But all right, let me bring my network to the table, have them teach, these realtors some game. They're gonna appreciate that, and now I'm operating as the bridge. You get what I'm saying? Just
Yeah,
helping
yeah.
people out. But
You
my
really
bad,
being
Keys.
that, you really being that connector.
100%.
Being that connector, being that connector. But I know we could talk about that all day. Let me get some
Oh,
of
my
these
bad.
stats down. No, you good. Let me get some of these stats down. I'm gonna show some charts, and then we're gonna get out of here, bro. We ain't gonna be here too long. Okay, so Jerome Powell. Make sure y'all remember this. Jerome Powell's last day in the Fed seat is May 15th. That's in about 36 days, bro. Jerome Powell's last day is in 36 days. Jerome Powell got appointed to being the federal chair reserve, right? The federal chair, February 5th, 2018. So it's been about 8 years, right? It looks like Trump already has his nominee and who was selected, Kevin Warsh, to be the next Fed chairman. The reason why this is important, the reason why this is important is because whoever gets that seat is going to support everything this guy does for the rest of the decade. Yes, they can look like they fight. This is going to be another, like Key said, Trump glasses. We're going to see him and Kevin Warsh go back and forth. Are they into it? They don't like each other. Trump appointed them. Trump talking about getting rid of them. Dog, he's appointing him for a reason. Kevin Warsh is married to Jane Lauder. I know y'all know this. Jane Lauder's dad is a billionaire that's been in politics, that's been in finance for the last 30, 40, 50 years. This guy was supporting Trump in the 90s. This guy is a long-term friend of Trump. So his daughter, yeah, okay, let me say this. Ron's daughter's husband is who Trump is appointing as the federal chair in 1 month. And then you start looking, why has the Treasury and Trump been investing into bonds since last February? Why have they been putting so much money into bonds like that? They've been putting billions into bonds. And then you start realizing, okay, if we get a federal chair that is very favorable of lowering interest rates, bonds, bond prices and interest rates, they got an inverse relationship. When bond prices go down, or no, when interest rates go down, bond prices go up. When bond prices go down, interest rates go up. They got an inverse relationship. So, it looks like we getting some more rate cuts in the next couple months, bro. And look who's positioned perfectly, bro. Trump and his people are
If we
positioned
do,
perfectly.
it's about to be a nice. Nah, but I heard he's a tough cookie. I heard. At least what
It
I've
what?
been hearing on what I've been hearing on Bloomberg, he's a tough cookie.
Yeah, that
He
sound
don't
good.
play by those rules.
Yeah, that sound good. But he's
Is
appointed
it the
for a
new
reason.
world order?
Bro, it's 8 billion people on this planet. You selected one individual for a reason. And it looks like, hold on, got some more notes. Trump actually nominated Kevin Warsh back in 2018 before Jerome Powell was even selected, bro. So it looks like this has been his plan all along, bro. And he's very favorable for growth, and he's very favorable for lower interest rates and stability for the bond market. So that's something that we need to look at. Jerome Powell will be gone in 1 month. He's done a terrific job. I think he's done a great job just navigating through all of this stuff, through Trump, through Joe Biden, through Trump again. He's done a good job, bro. He hasn't said anything that's just off the edge. He hasn't said anything too favorable for growth. He been real about the labor market. We ain't making no jobs. He's been real, and I feel like he's just I think he's done well, bro. So he'll be done in a month. He actually gets to stay on the board if he selects to till 2028. I'm pretty sure he ain't gonna do that. I think he's done with all these N words. Um, let's see what else we have. Oh, and it also says Ron Lauder. Last thing about Ron Lauder, um, the billionaire friend. Um, he was allegedly the one that actually put into Trump's ear 2 years ago to buy Greenland, allegedly. He's the one that told him to buy it, not argue with them, not fight them, not go to war with them. He is the one that said you need to buy Greenland before anyone was even talking about it. Okay. Moving on. Fear and greed. We touched 18 about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. Then we touched the 20s on Monday. And then we touched no, not Monday. We touched the 20s on Wednesday, and then after he announced, we actually just closed at 19 today on the VIX. That's the first time we done touched the VIX. I mean, touched 19 since February. It's April. So, man, it looked like all of March was just buying opportunities. March and probably the first week of April was buying opportunities. Okay, moving on, software stocks. That's what I wanted to show y'all on the chart. Software stocks have been taking a beating, man. So they're saying that OpenClaw, Claude, Anthropic are developing so many great systems that you're not even really going to need the software components for the software companies that are here today. With that news, all of software has been taken to being Palantir and dropped about 15% in 2 days. Microsoft is still down crazy. They said CrowdStrike is down crazy. Man, all of
It's
software is
the
taking a beat.
crowds
And, and Pan W, Palo
watching
Alto.
for the last, yeah, Palo Alto
Yep.
been getting built. Palo Alto been getting built, man.
All
I
the
don't.
software.
It's a good company though. That's the crazy thing about it. But
So,
I guess
so
AI, it's
my, my
dangerous.
my question is, before I show these charts and then we're gonna be off here. My question is, if we know how important cybersecurity is and how important it's going to be for the next 30, 40, 50 years,
Yeah, they're
why
set
isn't
up.
cybersecurity the leading stocks up there with a light, up there with Micron, right? Because the component of how much they're needed is going to be so crazily like needed over the next 30, 40, 50 years. Like, yeah, memory is important, but protecting the memory is just as important. You follow what I'm saying? So why are the cybersecurity stocks getting built? It makes me think maybe Claude, Anthropic, OpenAI, ChatGPT, it makes me think that under the surface, they're actually being programmed to develop tools inside of their system that is cybersecurity. That's what it's making me think. What's your thoughts on that? It's making me think that. Because when you AI, when you're software, when you ChatGPT, when you Claude, when you're Anthropic, when you are the basically like the foundation, right, for AI, not the chips, but the other side of it, you can really develop whatever code that you need, right? If you can develop your code, why can't you develop a little wrinkle in there that's saying, okay, and once we put this large language model out, I want you to protect it with this specific coding that no one can hack it. Then you're thinking, okay, well, so if they got cybersecurity in-house, what the hell do we need CrowdStrike and Palo Alto for and bring them in? So I don't think this is just a technical thing no more. I definitely think it's the fundamental thing. They're all making money. They're oversold, all of them. Palantir's oversold. All of these stocks are oversold, but man, they still getting that belt. I would have been thought Microsoft would have bounced back by now, just with Meta, just with NVIDIA, just with all the other stocks. I would have been thought they would have bounced back by now, but they haven't. They still in free fall, bro. And there's no indicator on, okay, it's time for it to go back. What y'all think on that? What y'all think about that?
Nah, I definitely feel you. I'm interested in a couple software stocks that you mentioned. Microsoft, Synopsys.
Yep, synopsis too.
What's the other one I was thinking of? Them two for sure. But yeah, they gonna be key. The story hasn't changed.
In what way?
Like they gonna be needed. Like at least Microsoft and Palantir.
Yeah, I think Palantir, especially with their software and their defense, I don't know why they're getting it. Like, I mean, their PE ratio is crazy, but they're one of the only ones in there. Look at this,
Because Anduril is not a public company yet, so
Andrew.
yeah.
Mm.
So they're
Exactly,
the only one in their market right now.
exactly. So look at this from Palantir. Look at this from Palantir. So this high up here at 207 up there. Clear some of these off. And this is what I'm saying about the 400-day. Look at that 400-day down there. Clear some of this off. Look at this. So since 207 up here, and then came down, popped, came down, popped, and it's literally falling back down. So it looks like it might be a little support here at 125, but golly, Palantir to 125? Goodness.
That's insane.
Palantir to one in the 120s?
It could go lower, honestly.
No.
Malcolm, that's your baby. What's going on, man? What's going on, bro?
Hood went lower.
They got me fucked up because hey, they got me fucked up too because I got to play on them, but it's long term. But it's like I don't understand why why is going. I don't understand why it's going down in their a defense company. Like they're actually using the probably because they're using the stuff that's blowing people up. I think that's what's going on. Could
You
that
think
be a part?
that's slowing demand down for them?
Huh?
You think that's slowing the demand down for them because they blowing stuff up?
No, it don't mean that they're bro. Everybody, a company money can be good,
Yeah.
but if their politics are bad and his mouth is talking crazy,
Yeah,
Like,
but I ain't gonna
Hmm.
lie, I ain't heard Alex Carper in a minute
In
though.
a minute, yeah.
He been
Hmm.
chilling.
bro,
He been chilling.
But
He been
prior to that,
chilling.
yeah,
I
he was
know
doing
it
the
could
most.
be, it
Man, he been
could be,
mysteriously quiet.
Yeah, he been like
Yeah.
super quiet.
but that's
Somebody probably got to him.
yeah, bro. You can't make you can't make stuff like that and expect you know remarks like
Nigga
that and
was
expect
going
not to
on.
feel it.
He was going on CNNBC a few months ago, talking
Hmm.
every couple of
Yeah, he
days.
was.
He
Yeah,
was
he
in like
was.
all the time. Like I ain't
Yeah,
heard
he
from
was
him.
talking wild.
So he might be he like people like, oh yeah, we're not gonna buy your stock even though you're doing all the work for us. Like people could be like that right now.
Hmm.
Because I
Yeah.
mean, instead of loading up right now, you're not hearing people load up on Palantir. They're down. You
Hmm.
He went
know.
on TV. He was calling Michael Burry stupid for all that,
Hmm.
shorting them and all that.
Hey, Michael Burry been quiet. He's still in that short on Palantir.
Yeah, he sure is.
Yeah,
He said he got in those 181. It was somebody else on Twitter too. Remember that short Palantir dude that was going viral? He was like, "This is where I'm shorting Palantir." That was in the 180s, 190s, bro. Palantir's at 130. Ain't nobody said Michael Burry, you was right. We messed up. He been
True.
quiet, bro. Probably just cooking, man.
Okay. Eating,
Eating billions, bro.
eating
He like, bro,
billions.
he like, nigga, ain't no one big short, nigga. I'm the double big short, nigga. Told y'all niggas.
Hmm.
You feel me? Hold on. So let me see something. SPX. And I think this is what Keys was referring to about we got another drop coming.
Big
Look
old
at
gap.
this gap here.
Hmm.
All right. Look at this gap here. I don't know when this gets filled, but I do know in this area up here, this is the area to either try to keep pumping this thing and get good news, or this would be an ideal area for the market to sell
Yeah,
off,
yeah.
Hmm.
go close that gap,
Hmm. And then
and
back
get
up.
back to the upside.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
And so this is what I wanted to show y'all about what Keys was talking about earlier as well, about how I think the market makers are paying attention to these indicators. If you seen from the top here, if you seen from the top here, you seen we're in a complete decline. Yeah, we getting our little pumps, but decline.
Lower
Decline.
lows.
Okay, cool. Now we like, okay, when it gets to that 400 day, that low is what, 6,300, 63.14.
14.
We less than 100 points away for the 400 day. Everyone knows 400 day is a great bond. That's a great sell off. That is a great opportunity to buy right before, bro, 100 points away, where everybody is waiting for this finish, for this completion. The markets flip from 6,300, and in a couple days, we're at 6,800, bro.
That's
That is
crazy.
unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable. And this is what I think KB was talking about. We waiting for perfect levels. Like, bro, once it touched 400, I know everybody was going in.
Hmm.
I know everybody was going in. We don't get it. We pop. We like, okay, it can still come back down. More news comes. More news comes. More news comes. We are less than 200 points away from 7,000 is right here, bro. 7,000 is right here. And the ceasefire ended Wednesday or Tuesday?
I
That
think
was the
Tuesday.
best setup ever, bro. We should have knew that was the case, bro. We should have knew, bro. We need to play this year like last year. Play this year like last year, bro. They're gonna pump fake this straight thing just like last year. I feel like
Yeah.
pump fake it. Market's still gonna go crazy. This is just like last year. I feel like Nigel, I think said that, bro.
Yeah, he did. He said it. He said it. He said it. So that's SPX. Me personally, and I could be wrong. right here, 68.24, I would not be loading up right here. That's just me personally. If you want to get in the play on your own, make a little play, pop it, do your thing. But me personally, I would not be loading up and dumping money into the market at 68.24 off of all this money that just got added in. Someone's got to take profits on. Someone's got to take some profits on. And I
Would
wouldn't
you
be
wait until that
surprised.
gap get filled?
Um, and this is what I'm saying. The gaps, like, I don't know when they're going to get filled
Right. Yep.
because we could pop again tomorrow
Hmm.
and then Monday just consolidate here for a bit. And then after a week or two, then come and get the gap. But the thing is, with options, that week or two of consolidation that's eating up your contract.
Hmm.
That's eating up your contract. We could
For sure.
consolidate here for a bit, come back down, people buy back up, come back down, buy back up. Trump come with more good news, buy back up. And that's why I said a while ago, I think Trump is using news to direct the market with pattern recognition now.
Mm.
I would not be surprised if this weekend or here soon, Trump says Iran is not living up to the deal.
Hmm.
I'm taking a ceasefire off. We come back down 68. And listen, a pullback from 6,800
Mm.
down to 6,600, that's still a decent, that's a good little pullback. That's
Yeah, it is.
200 points. I would not be surprised if we pull back from 6,800
Yeah.
to 6,600 and Trump says, that's not the deal we said. I'm considering taking the ceasefire off. We fill the gap, and then Iran comes out and says, we don't care about you. We bleed a little bit more. And then Trump says, you know what? I think we can make a deal.
Mm.
And then we fill that gap, and then we actually run back to the upside. And then one thing that Joseph had said a while ago, bro, let the patterns form, bro.
Hmm.
When you think about this, this is what? What pattern is this? This is the inverse. It's an inverse head and shoulders.
Mm.
It's an inverse head and shoulders. Hmm. Inverse head and shoulders to the upside. Hmm. Okay. So we can get a deeper inverse head and shoulders where we go, let's see, here being a bigger shoulder, like a big back. Got big back, big shoulder, big head, big ass head, noggin on them, right? And then we can go a bigger shoulder once it fills this gap here, somewhere over there. Once it fills that gap here, bigger shoulder, bigger head. Still, the long term setup is to the upside by November. What's in November? Trump's midterm
Midterm.
election.
Hmm.
Hmm. So it's looking like he wants this market to be back up. I think April's gonna go through one more little pullback. I'm probably gonna load up when we finally get this other shoulder. And then I'll probably be done. Bro, Ian said a while ago, you put a couple good plays in, bro, you can really just chill and just let your plays rock. If we
Hmm.
come get this shoulder, I might just put a play until I already got hood till 2027. I got a watch list play. It's a watch list play. It's not a real play. It was a watch list play that I want to put in for VIAV. That's till almost 2028. I want to get that at that fall. Think KB said Microsoft.
Hmm.
They're not going to let Microsoft off. Palo
Hmm.
Alto, CrowdStrike. I don't know. I don't know if they're not even in the Mag 7. But
Hmm.
Microsoft, they ain't gonna let them fall. Even grabbing a Microsoft Leap, Meta Leap, ASML Leap, even a Palantir Leap, grabbing them to December, January, bro, and really just, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm going heavy. Once we have this next drop, What, bro? Because I just watched my account go negative, bro. Bro, crazy, down bad, bro. Negative, like, bro. 22 up 15. This stuff is crazy. The options, that's what I said, bro. This
Yeah,
next shoe
this
drop,
shoulder right here. Yeah,
yeah. That
this
next drop,
shoulder. Mm-hmm.
we gotta go in, bro. We got to. That's what I
It,
mean by we know.
yep, yep, yep. This shoulder right here, we going in, bro. I'm definitely and like I said, I might put a couple plays in when we get this shoulder. Y'all might not see me put a play in until goddamn May.
Hood, man, is getting on my nerves though. I'm
Hood is
just gonna
getting on
let
my
it
Seriously.
nerves. Let's go look at Hood.
bro. Hood's gotta do what it do, bro. 'Cause
But yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
man,
know
even
what
with the
Hood is
weak
on.
metas had, it's still under the 400.
Still under the 400. It popped though.
Yeah, it
Got
did.
up there to
Twice. Hmm.
77. Got down, but I ain't gonna lie. Hood had that gap from that pop, but it came and got its gap immediately, right? Came and filled that gap that it popped from off the Trump news that we doing the ceasefire. We came and got it. Potentially, look at this setup. Let me see if y'all see what I see. Let me see if y'all see what I see. I see inverse head and shoulders building, bro.
Hmm.
I know it's ugly, but I definitely see inverse head and shoulders building, bro. I see something. This could be what Hood needed,
Mm.
right?
oh
Same.
yeah, I do see it. I see it.
Hmm.
You
I
see
do
it?
see it.
It needed that other shoulder. Like I
I
said,
see
our,
it.
our first call of the year
Uh-oh.
was with Joseph Jenkins, a professional trader out of Canada. He said, guys, you have to let the patterns form. Let them form themselves. I see a shoulder here. We were super weak here. We got weak
Uh-oh.
again today in this
Uh-oh.
area.
Uh-oh.
I don't know, man. The next time we get over that 400 day, I don't know. So, like I said, I got this. I got to play on this.
I
Uh,
got out to 27 too.
yep,
Too.
2027. And
I grabbed it.
look how much ground it got to pick back up, bro.
Right. Yeah, Troy just put a hood play in what? Tuesday? Wednesday?
So we on the same page. We
Hmm.
put that hood in what, a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago.
Hmm.
Hey, I said when it
Boy
was
put it
gonna
in the university, dig?
Yep.
huh? What he say?
Yeah, he put it in UILU. It's June 27th.
Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing it,
Was
bro.
it June 27?
Uh-huh.
Damn, my name. Yeah, that's June 27 is gonna be nice.
Hood, ASML. I want to talk to you about ASML.
Mm.
Listen to this, y'all. Listen to this. Thursday before the market closed for the weekend, I'm looking at ASML and I'm like, man, I'm thinking about just putting like a little lotto in, man. And if it feel, I'm gonna tell the guys it feel. At the close, I try to put the lotto in, it didn't get filled. Nothing filled. I'm like, damn, I missed the order. I wake up Monday morning. When the market opens, it says your play just executed Monday morning.
Mm.
I said, what? I didn't put no play into that. Like I'm sitting on my hands because we ain't did the ceasefire yet. Everything's bleeding. When the play got executed, look at this. Monday morning. This is Monday. When the play got executed, my play got executed around like 13:10. So this ASML was underwater. That's why I didn't say nothing because I'm like, first off, number one, I didn't really mean to. I didn't put this play in this week. This was a last week play that got filled at the open and said you created this last week and you wanted to get filled last Thursday, but the market maker made the play go to next Monday. So
Mm.
this play was getting built early. And I'm like, hmm. Then the ceasefire came. I think KB had said something. He was like, he holding this COHR. I'm like, man, I'm gonna just hold this ASML. And if it go, it go. If not, it looked like ASML is gappy. Look at these gaps on ASML down here.
Mm.
Gap. I wouldn't be surprised if ASML drops 200 points. Trump says the ceasefire. Wake up the next day. ASML is from 1,300. In 2 days, we're up to 1,450, 150-point move in 2 days, bro. About 1.3K. And it was like a 2 week lotto. 1,300 to about four G's. Right now, we're sitting at about $4,500, $5,000. That's what the ASML is sitting at. I sold it. Yes, was that yesterday? Sold it yesterday, and I'm chilling. ASML can go higher, but it just be so gappy, bro. They got earnings next Wednesday. I will hope that they can come down and get this gap before they earnings next Wednesday, and I'll load up again. But ASML, that was a huge play that I didn't even mean to really put in. It's just the power of this game, though. Like sitting on your plays in a valuable company, looking in the right area, and just executing. It looked like, bro. So, and then look at COHR. I seen Trap just got in the COHR play on Tuesday. Tuesday was, what day was that? This was Tuesday, so he got in around 253. KB got in earlier than that too. 253, and today it closed at 290. So that's a 40-point move in 2 days. The only thing about COHR I know y'all see this.
Oh yeah,
Boom,
it's about to
boom,
hit that resistance.
boom.
So what do we do right here? Do we not short it? Do we not? What do
KB,
we
what you
do if it
think?
go? If it go again and we see that's gonna drop, but does it drop? Yeah, it drops decent enough where we could at least get
But
in, get
like
out.
that's the thing with the shorts right now. The market is running overnight.
Oh, it is right
Everything
now?
is running. Yeah, memory
Oh shoot.
running or Sandus at least light running.
Oh shoot. It's green.
Or so it's just like with some news, anything can go.
Anything, bro.
I'm
So
reading Israel talk to Lebanon for to be with the truce. So
Lebanon.
yeah, Lebanon.
Yeah, so I mean, we could short it here. It touched that top up there at 300. Every time it touched 300, it fall. It touched 300 again and it fell down to 284. But like he said, if it runs, them shorts is gonna get cooked. So what I would be looking for, if you're looking for a short, and I would probably put in a short on this if it holds, I would look for a retouch of 300 again. If we can go back up to 300 again tomorrow, we just get a little touch. We can get 301 or something, a little touch. This could be a good short opportunity because after another touch, that's confirmation that that 300 is too tough to break. We touched it once, okay, cool. Sometimes you can touch, get a little stronger again, and then push through. But if we touch it again and then we get weak, I wouldn't be surprised if COHR fall, come get a gap down to 250-ish or even lower, and then we load back up. Let me look at MU VIAV, and then we're gonna get off here.
Yeah, I like COHR. I like that a lot.
Like
I'm
COHR.
looking to grab it again at the gap fill.
Okay, cool. MU is only about 40 bucks away from its all-time high. 40 bucks. MU got down to 313, 313, and it's been running since, bro. 313 to 421. Almost a 100-point move in about a week. And this is during the sell-off, right? This is during when we were still at war. Iran still bombing stuff. Israel still bombing stuff. This is MU doing this, bro. So me personally, I think MU is gone, bro. It's just one of those stocks, just like sand is. It just runs, bro. It runs. We could come get this gap just to fix the pattern, and then we go further. But let me see Sanders as well. And then just look at this joint. Like, how do you catch this joint?
That mug is gone, bro.
Well,
I might do it
See,
just a
why
one day.
didn't we
It's
put in
running right now.
1,000
It's up
call?
$20.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, that's why I said why we don't put in 1,000 call. If it go down again, we hitting 1,000 call, bro. Why not? They
Bro, that's
went
what
with
I'm
like 10
saying, bro.
Yeah.
G's.
I might
They
just
was
throw a
like 10
lotto at
G's
it
when
tomorrow.
KB when we hit that I think we was talking about it. We had looked at it, bro. 1,000 call, even just out to like June was like 10 racks or something like
Yeah,
that.
bro.
It
They
was like
Damn.
padding that premium.
ridiculous. Right? Yeah.
Damn.
Them premiums is
It was like
crazy.
10 G's, bro. But it's
A
worth it.
1,000 call.
Bro, 1,000 call out to June was like 10 racks. It was like 10 racks, bro. Yeah.
Look at it though. Gap,
Yeah, that's what I
gap,
said.
gap, gap, gap. And KB said it's up another 20, so it's gonna gap again. Like that is ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous, family. And then let me see, VIAV, the play I feel like everyone should get, right? And I could be wrong. We could look up in a couple months like, Nate, why the hell did you say that VIAV play? Just bro, worst play I ever put in still to this day. I got integrity, man. SMR. Y'all remember that play?
Yep.
Terrible. Sorry.
This is a good.
Terrible, but it's all right. That motherfucker, boy. Rat cage.
Hey, hey, man, relax, man.
Nah, it's all right, now. Shit, that was one of the first L's we had won, so you couldn't even be,
Nah, that
it
SMR,
also
I couldn't
won.
believe they did that. I got that from I don't even want to say his name on the, but he's a well-known figure in this space too. That's why I'm like, man, I'm done listening, man. I'm cool, bro. Look at VIAV. I just showed us this chart literally a couple weeks ago when it was around $27. And look at this joint. Remember, I told y'all VIAV is like the fixer for the internet, right? They're the ones that come in and make sure that the 5G towers and that the internet is running smoothly. If you don't have companies like this, that is the ones that actually make the internet run well, the internet's not gonna run at all, bro. Right? And so just like um light, just like MU, Sanders, they all got their special components to the entire AI ecosystem that makes them amazing. VIAV, they have a small component. They only do one thing really well, and that's just to make sure all the internet and the 5G and everything is running well. We want the internet just to keep running well. If the internet is messing up at your crib, instead of, if you don't want to call AT&T, if you don't want to call whoever your service provider is, you got certain people that will actually come in and make sure everything is running smoothly. Not handyman. I'm talking about AI applications. I'm talking about a complete business model that is specifically surrounded by making sure that the internet runs smoothly throughout the entire chain of everything, bro. So this is VIAV. I think people are starting to catch on. Ain't no thing. People are starting to catch on. It's just at $27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Today it crossed $42. And this is another one that is going to be $100, $200 stock, bro. Only caveat right now. Look at this RSI.
RSI. I was just about to say. Mm-hmm.
Only caveat is this RSI. So RSI is already getting a little up there. You feel me? And the last time it got up there was what RSI? 82 on the RSI. 82, and it fell down 82, which is on the RSI, which is equivalent to 35 stock price. They dropped from 35 last time they had 82, 35 down to 26. That RSI went down
Mm.
from 82, 83 down to just that median range of around 50. So it looks like the best time to buy VIAV was when it gets to that 50 range or under this MA here. When it gets under that MA, close to that 50 range, 51 range, that looks like the best time to buy. But it looks like we're in the middle of an upward progression for VIAV. We not overbought yet, but we're getting there. So that means this probably got like four, five, six more dollars to run up to 47, 48 before that RSI actually starts getting out of hand. And then we'll probably start seeing some regression back to its median. But the only thing now is, I think KB said it earlier, is that we're becoming better investors because we're becoming more patient with our play.
Mm.
Last year, we just want to take a play. We want to just get in. We want to, and then we were starting to see every single play we get in, it start off red, down 10%, down 20%, 30%. Like, damn, what's going on? I think why we're becoming better investors is because we're becoming more patient. We understand, like, and realistically, if VIAV is here at 42, it's just now creeping over that overbought at 70. It's probably got another couple of days or a week or two for it to get up to this 82 range, which will probably put this at about, like I said, 49.50 range before we actually start seeing it regress back to a level RSI. So what that mean? If I said about a week or two, that means we can't put a play on this.
Mm.
Well, if you want to be patient, you can't really put a play on this for another 2 weeks. Can you wait 2 weeks though? Right? And one thing Ian also has said, I love picking up game from the greats that do this stuff, bro. Ian has said, always respect the price.
Mm.
Always respect the price. Don't force it, bro. Always respect the price. There's no such thing as a bad market. It's only such things as bad
Bad
entry.
trader. Mm-hmm.
So if I said we got another 2 weeks for this to finally calm down, that means in these 2 weeks, yeah, you can get into play for sure. But are you gonna see the biggest return on your dollar though? Like I told you, I'm trying to get some setups here now. We put a play in, couple plays in. Like I said, I don't even want to trade for the rest of April.
Mm.
I want to be able to focus on everything else I got going on. Fixing up the ecosystem, getting ready for InvestFest. Hotels sold out. Getting plane rides ready. I got a wedding to do in the 2 weeks. I'm a best
Mm.
man. I got another wedding to do in 6 weeks. And then I got another wedding to do in about 14 weeks. I want to be able to focus on that. I want to
Mm-hmm.
make sure I get perfect entries where I don't even gotta trade all day no more.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
now
that's a good
I'm
word.
starting to realize, because I've been doing this game for a while, I'm starting to realize as well that the day trading of, you can make this every single day. Trap broke it down perfect the other day. Broke it down perfect the other day. He like, yeah, everybody say I want to make $100 a day. If I can make $100 a day, I'm gonna be perfect. Like, I'm cool. This is gonna be my other side gig. Then you start realizing 30% is going to Uncle Sam. Then
Yeah,
once you start factoring that in, you like, man, how, okay, what does $100 profit look like every day? Am I risking 100 to get 100? Because that's 100% profit. Or am I risking 1,000 to get 10% and I'm only in the market for like 5, 10 minutes? Are you going to be consistent and disciplined with that strategy for a whole year? No, because we all know just it's human emotion. If I got 1,000 in the market, why the hell am I risking 1,000 to get $100? I need to be risking 1,000. How we be thinking, I need to risk 1,000 to get 1,000,000. Feel me? But that's not realistic. That's not realistic. That's why I say I'm just starting to realize, bro. I'm just seeing um different traders. I'm seeing, I'm seeing things change. And it's like the reality of, I'm making 1,000 a day, 2,000 a day, 3,000 a day, 5,000 a day, 5,000 Monday, 5,000 Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Bro, it's not realistic, bro. That means you also are putting so much stress on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You trading up and trading down. Everything, bro, go live your life. You know this stuff is chaotic. Trump say one bad thing, your whole trade over with. So no, let's get some great entries and let's just, what I'm saying, just hold our plays out. Feel me? So um yeah, that's really everything for today. I know we was on here for a little longer than an hour. Um But yeah, man, we're just gonna keep playing this game, bro. Keep playing this game, keep going through it, and just making this money, bro. Keep executing. Oh, last thing. A year ago this week was my time in New York. And I posted it today when I went to a trading event last year in Manhattan, and it was a trading event with about 100 to 200 traders from all around the world, from Japan, from China, from Cali, from Texas, from New York, from all over the world. And I was at this event being able to trade and basically iron on iron with these guys, iron sharpen iron with these guys, and learn so much. But it also taught me that I was ready for the moment. Right. We talked about live data. We talked about what's your strategy. Everybody got their computers up. I'm talking about like a full-on seminar. You just watching everybody call out numbers. Hey, I'm taking the NVIDIA's 180 calls for 50 cents. And I want to see if I can get this 50 cents to $1 in an hour. Or I'm trying to take the NVIDIA's for or a put I'm taking, and everybody's yelling these numbers out. And I'm just like, man, like this is the real deal, Holyfield, bro. And I'm here. And granted, I had a lot of volatility on my side. Trump Liberation Day was this week, remember?
Yeah.
Trump Liberation Day, Liberation was this week. Last year, I hopped in app loving puts and brought about 20,000 in on the day. On the day. And with that play, that kind of put me not above a lot of the traders in the room, but when they asked me the psychology around why did I take that trade, and it was more of understanding macroeconomics, everything we talk about, breaking down news. That's when I realized most traders don't talk about news, they just look at charts. What happens when Trump says the ceasefire over with, and you like at this resistance level, it's supposed to fall. Ceasefire over, you done got your ass spanked. That's when I realized, yo, news trumps everything, bro. Understand the patterns, understand the charts for sure, but understand the news and how everything affects the markets as well. If you can put both together, fundamental, macro, and technical together, dude, you're gonna be one of the best investors slash traders that you can think of, bro. And then you just keep building on it. Keep learning, keep seeing different markets, keep watching charts, keep understanding news, breaking it down, breaking news this, breaking news that. This gonna happen to this. Key saying this gonna do this gonna do that. It's gonna make you a better trader. So that's what I took away from the event last year. That just be ready for the moment, bro. Keep building, keep working on your craft, keep building your business, keep building your acumen and what you're doing. And whenever it's time for you to shine, whenever it's time for you to be on display, to execute that deal, to execute that trade, to execute that that business relationship that you need, and be ready for the moment, you're gonna be ready. So, all right, family. I know we've been on here for a little minute. Uh, y'all get some rest, bro, and we back in the chat, bro. Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, family. I'll catch y'all later.
Right.
All right, y'all.